Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, I'm going to be trying something a bit different, and it's going to be almost kind of a hypnotic story that infuses different kind of scene settings and metaphors to take you on a bit of a journey that enables you to have different ways of thinking and challenging, maybe limiting beliefs and thinking like that. And the first kind of version of this is going to be based in London, just because it's a city that I know very well, and is going to fuse different locations together. So if you've heard some of the, let's say, random hypnosis sessions that I've been doing based on one location, this is going to have multiple locations from London to take you on what would be called hypnotically as stage disassociation. So levels within levels within levels. Just sit back, find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a feeling of calm and relaxation, and as you exhale, allow feelings of tension, stress or worries to leave your body. As you breathe in, become aware of your eyes and your eyelids, and on the next outward breath, if it's safe to do so, allow your eyes to close. And as they close, you can position your body in a way to take you deeper and deeper, more relaxed as you make yourself more comfortable. As you become aware of the sensation of air going through your nose, filling your lungs, and as you exhale, allowing yourself to let go of any tension. So that with each and every breath, you're able to go deeper and deeper, relaxed. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to recall a time that perhaps you were on a video call. Maybe that was on WhatsApp or Zoom or something like that. And I want you to imagine that you are seeing someone on the other side of that screen. And I want you to imagine that that person is in a different place. And what you can do in your mind and your imagination, you can't do in reality. But I want you to imagine that seeing someone through a video call is a portal, a wormhole through space and time to enable you to be in the same place that they are. And I wonder what it would be like if you imagined you're in a street in London in the evening. Perhaps you can see iconic London type of things like the colour of the buses, an old phone box, the type of streets with the cobblestones, the type of street lamps. And I wonder what it would be like to be there in that place, and then as you turn around, seeing someone and feeling some form of connection. I want you to scan your body for where you feel that connection. It's different for each person, but I wonder where it is for you. And you've seen someone and felt a connection. And then I wonder what it would be like to just walk. And then something happens to amplify that connection. Maybe it's a physical sensation, maybe it's a thought. But I want you to imagine whatever it was is happening again. As you amplify that feeling of connectedness. And the connectedness doesn't have to be with someone else, it could be with yourself. Because any true connection with someone else reveals a connection that we have with ourselves. The qualities we like or admire in other people are because at some level we see them in ourselves, or we aspire to have those qualities in ourselves. And I want you to imagine you're walking and find yourself in what looks like a strange building without lights, strange staircase, until you find yourself in a top floor of a building, feeling like you're in a strange place. But in this place, I want you to connect with an idea. And that idea is that sometimes it's useful to see and experience through the eyes of other people. To see other people making choices and knowing that you wouldn't make the same choices, but still respecting other people's ability to make those choices. That might be random things like the plants they choose to grow, the game they might have in their front room, or something as weird as a giant pole going from the ceiling to the floor. And I want you to imagine that you are holding that pole and spinning around like a pole dancer, and then magically appearing somewhere else. I want you to imagine that you're suddenly in an impressive gallery, an old building, maybe by the river in London. And as you're looking around, you're seeing strange art. I want you to get a sense that here you can appreciate subjective beauty, a unique way of seeing things and presenting those things that enable you to experience the world through different eyes. And I wonder what it might be like to imagine walking through the different rooms, seeing painting, seeing sculptures, seeing movies, and getting a sense that the world is a creative place. And as you see this creativity, imagine unlocking this creativity inside yourself. That by being in this gallery, in this location, you are feeling more creative. Allowing that to ripple through every cell in your body. And then imagine you're stepping into a painting, and then find yourself there in Trafalgar Square, seeing Nelson's column, getting a sense that you're there in the centre of London. I want you to get a sense that What makes a legacy is the level of impact that you have on the world. And for some, that's winning a battle. And for other people, it's leaving the world in a better place than they found it. For some people, the ability to leave the world in a better place is a reflection of their qualities, their values. It could be kindness, humour, understanding, empathy, or the ability to try new things, to go to new places, to see the world through different eyes. Some people are born and spend their whole life in the country where they were born, never leaving those borders. Other people have a sense of adventure and travel around the world, seeing different things and experiencing different things. Some people have the personality to stick with what they know. Other people have a desire to put spicy powder on everything from ice cream to popcorn. And I want you to get a sense that there is no wrong and no right, just different experiences. And then I want you to imagine walking from that central square along the bank of the River Thames, and then suddenly finding yourself queuing for one of London's theatres, taking a seat, seeing a performance. And perhaps this performance is the story of someone that had a profound impact on the world, that dealt with incredible adversity but overcome those challenges, made tough choices but stuck to their values. Perhaps someone that made an effort to do the right thing, to stay together, but in the end chose a path where they got to be the very best version of themselves. And on this journey through London, I wonder, what does being the best version of you look like? What does that feel like? What would need to happen in your future for you to be the best? Not by anyone else's standards, but by your own standards. What would have to happen for you to feel like you're making a difference, that you're having an impact, that you are having a ripple on the world, and that you are simply the best version of you that you can be? As you entertain that idea, I want you to imagine that you're now having a shower. And in that shower, you're washing away anything that you don't need anymore. Old beliefs, old ways of thinking, old limitations, wash them all away, leaving you with a brand new version of you, where things in your imagination enable you to experience incredible sensations, feelings of pleasure, of joy, amazing sensations that are so good you're not even sure if they're real or not. Maybe they're real, maybe they're imaginary, but it feels good for you. And then imagine climbing into a bed with a comfortable pillow. And as your head touches the pillow, imagine that you feel a deep sensation of relaxation, that you've experienced different things in this historical city. You've gone on a journey of new experiences, new realizations, and you leave this place in a different rhythm, a different feeling than when you arrived. And I want you to get a sense that as you go back to wherever you came from, in your world, you have unlocked a more creative, more adventurous, more impactful version of you. that you feel more empowered, more motivated, more connected than you did before. As you realize that all of this is just thoughts within thoughts, dreams within dreams, and ideas within ideas, as you are now back in the present listening to my voice. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.